Welcome to Lagniappe, a program about events, issues, and people. I'm Cory Crowe. I'm joined today by Jane Milby from the St. Francis Foundation and Chris Lewis, a board member of the foundation. And welcome. Thank you both for being with us today on Lagniappe. It's good to have you.
Thank you for having us.
Good morning.
Well, it's great to see you guys again. And it is time once again for the St. Francis Two Cars, Two Winners contest, and I think the name says it, Janie, two cars, two winners. They're not actually cars this time.
Well, actually, we have a truck and an SUV. We've got a 2025 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X, four-wheel drive. A lot of fun, white with some red accents. And then we have a 2025 Toyota 4Runner. It's a TRD Sport, that's Toyota Racing Division, so lots of fun there. Our theme this year is Unlock Adventure, and we think you can do that in either one of these vehicles.
Now, this is something you guys have done for many years, benefiting the hospital. For the folks that don't know, and it's the hospital's nonprofit. You guys are a nonprofit,
yes,
and it takes a lot of money to run a hospital. You've got some people who can pay, some people who can't, and the hospital always needs that help that fundraising provides.
Exactly. You know, our mission at St. Francis is to help those most in need, to extend the healing ministry of Jesus Christ to those who need it most. And a lot of people don't know that we are a nonprofit hospital. So anything that the foundation can do to raise money to help shore the gap in budgets or whatever to provide these women's, children's, and critical care services in our region, that's what we get out there and try to do.
You've got Chris Lewis with us, and Chris is known from Coney Island Connection, his business. But Chris, you have gotten behind St. Francis as a board member in the foundation. What got you involved with the foundation?
Well, when she contacted me, I was overjoyed, and I look at all the things St. Francis do in our community and how they help so many individuals. And I just thought to myself, I got to get on board some way. And I sponsor several events throughout the year, but this event here, it touched me in a major way to see where they are doing everything they can to assist the women, children, and the critical care.
Let's talk a little bit about the contest in just a moment, but I want to find out about the women's and the children and the critical care units. What kind of needs are you guys hoping to meet with this contest for the cars and another special contest we'll tell you about in a minute?
Right. Well, I think one of the most well-known is the NICU renovation. We've got a 46-year-old NICU. We are the only Level 3 NICU in this region, so that means we care for the sickest of the 6 little babies, the tiniest ones. And so we've been raising money through this effort for several years to accomplish that. And even though that is underway, Phase 1 will be complete the end of October. That's the Level 2 side where the babies who are getting ready to go home are. And the Phase 2, which is the Level 3 side, will be complete in the spring of 2026. There are still always continuing needs. That operates 24/7. So you have equipment that gets to end of life. There are always new technologies, new things that are needed for the babies in those units. We're adding an OR in our labor and delivery, another C-section OR. We've got 2 now. We need 1 more, because to keep our certification there at the level that we are, you've always got to have 1 available. And we're delivering so many babies at St. Francis now until we need that extra one. So that's something new that we're doing there. And a few years ago, actually more like 4 or 5 years ago, we were able to use proceeds from this to remodel and completely relocate our PICU. And when we did that, we were able to extend our adult ICU unit and add beds in there. So,
I've been there. I know all about that place.
Yeah, me too. And it's so there is just always an opportunity. There's always a need. And 100% of the proceeds from our fundraising goes back into the hospital.
All right, so 2 cars, 2 winners is what we're talking about today. And tell me how this thing works.
Okay, so all you have to do is buy a ticket. You can go online at stfran.com/cars, or you can go to our hospital gift shop or CHC on Tower Drive if you want to buy a ticket in person. We will be drawing on October 2nd. You've got until midnight on September 26th to buy tickets to win the cars. However, if you buy one this week, then you go into the 2 kid car drawing as well, and that's the drawing that Chris is sponsoring for us this year.
So if you do it this week,
Yes.
you're in for the 2 cars, but then there's 2 kids' cars. Chris, tell me about this. Why don't you get involved and come up with this great prize for the kids' cars?
Hey, what better way to put a smile on our kids' face with an ATV? These are brand new ATVs, 24-volt. Also, they're Bluetooth. So if the kids want a Bluetooth, they cell phone.
So they can put their tunes in their kid car?
They can put their tunes in there and have a good time. While the parents are able to win a vehicle, the kids are able to win a small ATV, and they are very safe for the kids as well.
Well, we appreciate you and Coney Island Connection for helping the kids out there. And ultimately, this is going to help out the kids and the adults and everybody at St. Francis Hospital. Tell me a little bit about, you've been doing this a while. You'll raise a fair amount of money. This is going to help out a lot of folks in North Louisiana.
Yes, it is. We have folks from 17 parishes in Northeast Louisiana. We also have folks who come from southern Arkansas and parts of Mississippi. This is our 8th raffle, our 8th year to do the raffle, and it's our largest fundraiser. We have a golf classic that we do in the spring, and then we raise money from individual donors as well. But this is by far our largest fundraiser.
The event coming up, and again, to get in on the kid cars, you've got to do it quickly. When do you have to get those tickets by?
You got to do it this week, and you've got to buy them by noon on Friday.
By noon on Friday. Chris, thank you for jumping in again with Coney Island Connection. And the folks who buy the tickets, thanks to them for helping out our local hospital and our local women's, children's, and critical care units at the hospital this time. Again, to find tickets, you'll find them at stfran.com/cars. And you can find out more about this and other events by heading to our website, KEDM.org. This is 90.3 KEDM Public Radio. Coming up next on Morning Edition, we take a look at a big question. Should you drink milk? You're an adult. Do you do the milk? And do you do the whole full-strength milk? Do you do the 2%, the low-fat, the no-fat? We're going to take a look as Health Secretary Robert Kennedy has promised that the days of skim milk and other low-fat dairy products are over. But we're going to take a look at the case for eating more fat in your dairy. It's coming up in just a moment. It tastes better, too. We're going to find out about that in just a moment on KEDM. And in just a bit, it's Grandparents' Day. NPR readers share the joy of becoming grandparents, and they offer some grandparent advice to everybody. So stick around for that. This is KEDM.